Chapter 12. Lawrence Green. Benjamin Flew. Now that's a name I haven't heard for a while. I miss that screwball. He could make rockets and missiles from out of that guitar of his. Bird would summon the ghosts of Reinhardt, Chucky B, even Segovia. But Benjamin would just go for it. No nonsense. Benjamin flew, all right. When he came up at closing time one night at the Rialto whilst everyone was leaving, picking up Jimmy's chipped hollow body and just letting loose with a cigarette in his mouth, me and Dirty Eddie jumped back from that stage quicker than Billie Holiday could down a Manhattan and started whispering the beat to drop on the third chorus. Didn't even know where Benji's head was, like he was actually playing. Mr. Shaman started shaking the cocktails again, 'cause he saw everyone coming back and had a smile on his face so wide it looked like Leadbelly's neck after he was slit ear to ear by some good-for-nothing. The audience howled and screamed like the Beatles were playing. Someone left the door open and every car honk and pneumatic drill reverberated through and harmonized with Benji's guitar perfectly. It was a sweltering July, and I remember not wanting to be anywhere else but there at the Rialto with Benji. Everyone ordered another round of drinks, and suddenly Benji started looking at me whilst pointing down with his head. I started lowering my volume so he could take center stage, but he kept pointing downward harder and harder. I went as quiet as I could, but the man was hysterical. After the jam, he came up to me and said that I wasn't listening to him. I flipped and shouted that I couldn't get quieter without leaving the bar. Benji puts his arm around me and says, "There was a red admiral right next to your feet." That's the kind of guy Benji was. An anomaly. I mean, who else could recite to you every Moses Allison track and distinguish between different butterflies? The guy should have had a funeral procession when his soul left the physical plane. Louis Armstrong should have fronted it. So, you must be the kid who taught Benji classical guitar, right? There's another thing I didn't know about him until later. Mozart, Vivaldi, Wagner, all a bit stuck up for me, but he didn't seem to think so. I met him a few weeks before it happened, I was playing with this new female singer, all hype, no bite. He came to the show and seemed kind of okay. He talked about you a lot. Maybe he just finished one of your lessons or something. Said you were a good kid. Said you reminded him of what he was like back in the day. Full of sense but no pence. Said you were saving up to go to music college. I'll shoot you an email next time I'm in the area. Stuck playing covers for now, but I'll throw in an occasional saxophone flourish if I see you in the crowd. And kid, just remember, whatever life may bring you, if you leave the door open, a butterfly will always come through. My warmest regards. Lawrence Green, a.k.a. the most handsome man alive.